Alright, well next, fuck that word, Kochiya, which of the remaining 2 chefs will assist you and which will taste defeat from the bowl of your ladle? I saw Sanae glance at Reimu and then she started to move forward, but then she looked at Mei, Alice, Reimu, and finally Mistia and Yomu in return. Her gaze lingered for a moment on Mistia and Yomu in particular, then she seemed to change her mind. I suppose I shall choose sous chef Kompaku. I'll do my best. I saw Mistia lightly shrug as Yomu walked over to join Sanae. Well then, I suppose I'll work with sous chef Hakure. Right. It should feel good to be on the winning side of an incident for once. After we separated into teams, Yukari showed us to a giant box in the center of the arena. However, there is one more piece to this delicious puzzle, one more ingredient to our battles of wills and culinary wit, a secret ingredient. This is the ingredient around which each of our teams will be creating 3 delectable dishes. This is the ingredient around which each of our teams will be creating 3 delectable dishes of dissension each. Whatever if I said that word right or not. The secret ingredient is love. Well, this is getting very epic. Very epic. Noodles. Not love, but reasonable. Very reasonable. A pair of fairies behind Yukari rang a gong, and we all scattered to begin our dishes. Now, while our challengers rush to delicious battles, I would like to introduce the judges that will decide the victor of this edition of Iron Fuck Word the Word Kutsokyo. Romelia. Here we have Romelia Scarlet of the Scarlet Devil Mansion and her routine? Miss Scarlet has generously let some of her fairy mates to assist the contestants in their endeavors, though exactly how useful they will be is anyone's guesses. It's my pleasure. Unsurprisingly, Saki was standing at Romelia's side, still that explained why she wasn't cooking against us. Romelia has many things, but unbiased was not one of them. Next, Renosuke Morchika of Korindo, who has provided us with many of the exotic tools you see arranged on the stage below. Tell me, Renosuke, how has business been lately? Is that supposed to be a rhetorical question? And last but not least, there's Koishi Komeiji. Koishi was sitting in the far right and would have probably gone unnoticed by everyone unless someone had drawn attention to her. Hi there. I just stopped by to see Suiko when she grabbed my hand and brought me here. She told me if I sat here, people would feed me. Is this some special ritual for the shrine? Well, there will be food involved. Ah, I knew I picked the right day for a visit. Wait, hadn't she dropped a hint about this event beforehand? Why was she pretending not to know what was going on now? Well, now it's time. I'll turn it over to our floor reporter, Suiko. Miss Moria, what is happening on the kitchen floor? As we began, it looks like Kurisami is going straight for the Western noodles. An odd choice for Kurisami. She's normally a proponent of traditional Japanese dishes. She's beginning boiling water and separating out spaghetti. So, anyone gonna talk about it? Someone's spaghetti? Mom's spaghetti? And someone's gonna have to say it. I'm gonna straight up say it right now, just so no one else can say it first. And I'm done. There you go. This is amazing. Will we possibly be seeing sous chef Margatro's famous mushroom cream spaghetti? Looks like it. Suiko, I can already see sous chef Margatro picking out the best mushrooms we have in the stadium. Oh, those magicians do know their mushrooms, I suppose. Oh, what's this? Yes, that liquid is definitely cream of mushroom. Wait, do you have a spell that extracts some cream of mushroom from mushrooms? Hey, there's magic for everything at this point, man. Don't even bother asking what the fuck. Magic is about more than shooting out colored magic bullets. It's a handy spell when I don't have time to make tons of cream from scratch, like now. But is it cooked with love? Well, I think the magicians of love can make sure of that. Gotta make our main dish tasty after all. Chicken is lovely. See, I'll add this chicken and perfectly complement sous chef's Margatro's cream sauce. With that, the sauce will be full of love. Ooh! Damn it, that sounds delicious. Wait, what does that have to do with love at all? Ah, I see Iron Koshia is cutting a wide variety of vegetables over in her area of the kitchen, and it looks like she's grabbed some bamboo shoots too. She's slicing them evenly and thinly. That means they aren't going to be part of a sauce, base, or stew. A vegetable noodle dish, perhaps? Indeed, I'm guessing she'll be making the famous spring mountain yakisoba created by the Moria family. An easy to make dish that still has a lot of flavor and body. Interesting choice. Yakusabi. You think this was a beach festival, not a cooking competition? Too bad we won't get a beach until later. Whoa, it looks like, Mistia is about to pull out the stops. Alright everyone, let me show you something that can't be done with a grill. It seems that the Iron Lorelila has grabbed the live lamprey. Lamprey, that's a properly royal dish if prepared correctly. That has to be expected given her specialty, but not using a grill? It seems she knows more than how to run a food stand. Grab me a bottle of wine in the Armageddon? What type of wine? Red wine! I need red wine! Bordeaux if it's there. How was I supposed to know that? Well, whatever, so long as we win, it's fine. I'm surprised that the little bird knows her brandy so well. I may have underestimated her. And she's bleeding the lamprey. It looks like she'll be making some sort of sauce with that in the wine. But where are the noodles? She's not worrying about noodles at all, so the recipe probably doesn't involve them. She'll probably use this as the basis of a casserole or ravioli. Surprisingly, lucid commentary from Judge Komeiji. It looks like she's right. Missy has grabbed some ravioli shells from this dish. We're witnessing the creation of lamprey ravioli in blood sauce. And back over at the Magician's team's era, it seems like the Iron Kurosama is pulling out tofu noodles. Interesting choice. Will that go well with spaghetti? Judging by how she's not worried about time, I'm guessing this is going to be an easy to make dish. A quick, cold noodle appetizer then. Hopefully, she'll add something a little more interesting to the noodles. It looks like she's got some black fungus and sesame seeds for flavoring. What else will she add? Alright, time to make the dish shine. Spicy and sour. And she's adding a mixture of chili oil and lemon juice? And some rose hip pieces as well. Well, rose hip sounds tolerable. Marissa, are you just tossing ingredients together? Have you even tried this recipe before? I've done something similar. Besides, cooking is about power. How can we win without adding something new to cuisine? Perhaps we'll clean their palates, hopefully, and if you fail, it won't be too hard to fix. What's next? Dessert, of course. You know of a noodle dessert? Or of course. What is it? As much as I love watching you sweat, I'll take over from here. Hey, what's this? It looks like Sous Chef Kumpaku is wrapping noodle dough around a steel rod. A steel rod? Could this be? I just saw her pick up that specifically angled knife. It seems that Sous Chef Kumpaku is making knife-shaved noodles. What? No other person in Kisoka has the knowledge on how to create these noodles at the master level. While the dough is easy to make, the cut needs to be exact. Looks like we'll have to step up our game. Right. Cooking is about winning, eh? Shh, no one gets the reference, and if they do, we'll get in trouble. And it looks like Yomu's Iron whatever is currently on the job as well. Will she be making the sauce for this rare dish? Yes, it looks like she's going for miso paste. It'll probably be a thick topping for the noodles. Remember to use Chinese spices. Japanese spice won't taste quite right with this flour mixture. Right, you can count on me. And there Sous Chef Kumpaku goes. That's easily 500 cuts per second. What incredible knife work. That's using your 200 yonja in a second, you know, that whole thing. Yeah, that's effective way of using it. While that's going on, let's see what the Lorlia Hawkeye team is up to. Well, it looks like Iron whatever is cutting a tofu block into cubes for frying. Alright, I'm done chopping the tofu. How are the noodles coming? I'm done rolling the udon. No, with that kind of spirit, we couldn't possibly beat Marissa, let alone Sanae's team. Am I really taking orders from a yokai? I can't hear you. I'm done rolling that udon. We need more spirit. You don't want to lose to Marissa, do you? I'm done rolling the udon. Alright, let's cook the kitsune udon then. Wow, the Lorlia Hawkeye team certainly is fired up today. Alright, let's put this contest away. Marissa, get me some white raisin and the best thick jam you could find. What is Sous Chef Margaret planning? Why has she taken over for the Iron whatever? Fascinating. I'm sensing favoritism. Captain. Now, best not to make too many jokes no one else can get. Indeed, the real issue is what fruits, iron, whatever, Kira-sama will be using. And it seems she's grabbed some fine strawberry preserves. Indeed, it's always a good choice to use seasonal fruits, even with Yukari bringing in the best supplies. And I have to say, I've always appreciated strawberries. But it's so red. There are going to be noodles in this dish, right? Of course, watch and learn. Interesting, she's pulled out egg noodles. It looks like she'll be using them as a sort of crust for the confection. And I can tell you, it smells very sweet from here. Probably the most sugary dish in the stadium. All in all, a very Western menu from an iron whatever who's only eaten bread 5 times. I'm up to 31 times now. There's no way that's right. Well, that was before I met you, Alice. You've mooched that many meals off Alice? Hey, Marissa, we're taping, you know. Eep. Oh, it's about time someone broke into the ramen noodles. It's definitely a classic. A very plebeian dish, but delicious if served correctly. Well, I happen to know several very delicious ways to serve ramen. It looks like sous chef Kompaku is cooking the ramen, but what exactly is Iron Kochia doing for the broth? Well, it looks like she's added some vegetables, mostly cabbage and bok choy, but I see. Well, yes, that's definitely the hot sauce. I see, and that's an egg she's cooking right there in the soup, along with some garlic. I do believe she's making the ramen Korean style. Korean style? That explains all the hot sauce. Is that chili pepper too? My, and it looks like she's working on some spicy kimchi to serve on the side. Alright, Kochia certainly does love her food spicy. Spicy? Well, while all that's cooking, let's go see what's going on over here. I wonder how the Lorlia and Hawkeye team is going to round out its meal. Let's take a closer look. It looks like Iron Lorlia is using Western noodles for some reason. Rotini pasta, I see. I think she's chilling it. Look, she's putting it under some cold water. I guess it isn't a surprise that she's using pasta again after the ravioli. My, what is sous chef Hawkeye doing with the hammer? Oh, I see. Sous chef Hawkeye is cracking open some crab. Quite the noisy cooking we have here. It looks like the iron whatever is opening up some scallops. Oh, of course, chilled pasta, seafood. Looks like a seafood salad. Looks like you're right. There are the vegetables. A fine choice from our resident eel chef. Even if it doesn't contain any eel. And it looks like the last dish is in with just moments to spare. An impressive finish for our iron patissiers.